Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 6 of the anime series Kamisama no Inai Nichiyoubi. And this was a hell of an episode. Kept me really just riveted from beginning to end. I was truly sucked in by this story, the continuing and unfolding story, I should say, with part 3 of the Ortis arc, and I believe this is probably the end of that arc for now. But essentially, we begin right where we left off. Ai is chasing down her want of, revealing to the princess, air quotes, Ula, what is going on in Ortis, what that dark side of Ortis is, in that they are killing living beings, making them dead, but then having a sort of new perverted life in a way. And at least that's the impression I had going in. Like, it seems like Ortis is really a kind of perverted, mentality of, well, I'm going to kill myself so that I can live reborn, and this kind of weird, setting that this whole world exists within. But that's the thing you have to kind of remember, and I basically is learning through this interaction she's having with Ula, going to her and explaining everything. Ula already knows partially what's going on. She just hasn't put names to anything. She doesn't understand what her power does, but she understands she has a power. And it's very interesting because it's almost like, if you were a captain on Star Trek or something, you go to another world, you have to adhere to that particular society's way of behaving, even if it's alien to your own. And so, in a sense, we're kind of seeing that that's what this whole city of Ortis is. It's almost like its own country, as it was originally said to be, because people are there living happy, plentiful lives, but they just happen to be dead. And the people who come understand that. They've made that decision. They've decided what they feel would be best for them. And as Ula says, she saw relief. She saw joy through these people. Now, what's a really interesting factor tacked on to that is that their children will stay living because they don't have the right to convert a living child to the dead. But at the age of 15, they then have to decide, do they want to be killed and remain in Ortis, or do they want to stay alive and go travel the world or whatever and make the best of things? Which is, again, it's one of those societal things that just blows your mind. And as we saw in this episode, we have this mysterious lion mask wearing character once again, who seems like he's going to be cropping up in the next episodes. I'm not sure what his name is, and it seemed almost as though he had like a ghostly girl following him. But he seems entranced with Ai and Ai's journey, and that it is a journey much like his own, whatever that means. And then we had the reveal, for anyone who was still wondering, what was making Scar so ill? Why was she feeling like she wanted a child and all this stuff? Were revealed to Ula's elder, yet still infantile sister. And this is what Scar was being called out to from, and she basically puts her hands on this thing and frees this baby back into the living world. So it's a question of, if she did not accept, as Ula did, the powers her mother gave her through this craziness of her birth, could it be that she has the power to bring the dead, the actually physically dead, back to life? And is that real life, or is that just the sort of in-between of life and death? It's a lot of crazy, intriguing stuff going on that's revealed in this episode, and I absolutely am enthralled with the series. I can't wait to see what happens in the next one. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of episode 6 of Kamisama no Inai Nichiyoubi, if you've seen it. And, otherwise, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.